show you guys a quick and easy way to celebrate Halloween, and it is by carving a jack-o'-lantern. So some things that you will need is a bucket of a bowl of water with soap in it, some things to scrub your pumpkin with. I'm using a scrub brush and a sponge. You will need a towel for drying off your pumpkin. You will need a spoon and another spoon for getting the guts out of the pumpkin. You will need 2 knives, a big knife and a small knife, and washable markers for drawing your face on your pumpkin, newspaper, a pumpkin, obviously, and a bowl for scooping guts into it. So I'm going to show you guys how to wash your pumpkin now, because I have a really big spot on the back of my pumpkin that is really gross. So I'm going to scrub my pumpkin. And unless you want to make a ghouly character with your pumpkin, you really want to scrub your pumpkin till it's good. And if a lot of it doesn't come off, you could just make sure that's the back side of your pumpkin. And when it starts getting hard to use the scrub brush, then you should probably start using the sponge. That's the best I can do with my pumpkin for now. So I'm just going to use this side of my pumpkin for my face. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my face on my pumpkin. So I'm not going to be doing a really big design on my pumpkin. I'm just going to do triangle eyes like a normal pumpkin. And then those are my eyes for now. Then I'm going to be doing a vampire fanged mouth. So one reason why I'm coloring in like the space that I'm going to cut out is because one reason why we told you to do this in washable marker is so if you made a mistake, you can kind of just like wash it off your pumpkin. But if you're going to be like painting around the eyes or something, then you should probably just leave it and then you can just paint over it. I'm not going to be painting today because I'm supposed to be doing a really short video. So now, after I'm finished with this, I'm going to draw a circle at the top of my pumpkin. That way I can cut into it. I'm going to use a fat marker for that one. And it doesn't have to be a perfect circle because pumpkins aren't normally shaped in a perfect circle. So once we're done with our markers, we're going to just set it over by our other stuff that we are done using. Next, you need an adult to come over here and help you guys.
I'm an adult.
And then you cut in. Make sure you do not cut yourself. And it's hard to cut into pumpkin, you guys. And I'm going to quote something that Linus said in the Peanuts. You didn't tell me you were going to kill it. You should be able to get your pumpkin out. You should be able to get the top off your pumpkin. And there's some pumpkin seeds and stuff on that. That's the inside of my pumpkin, you guys. So now you take your spoon and then you kind of just scrape around the inside. Sometimes it's hard to do because of all the stringy stuff on the inside. It might be easier to use like the end of your spoon rather than the cup part for just scraping. So now I'm going to be taking some guts out of the pumpkin. There's some wonderful things from it. And my mom and I are going to be making roasted pumpkin seeds later, so she told me to save the pumpkin seeds. It's going to be harder to do than it looks. I'll separate this. Okay, so after you do the inside of your pumpkin, you kind of like rinse your hands in the soapy water. Then you ask for your adult again
I'm an adult.
to cut your really mashed up pumpkin. You might want to redo your pumpkin face after all the wonderful work that you've done to draw it, but it doesn't matter at this point in time because it's called washable marker for a reason. So I'm just going to quickly redraw my face on my pumpkin. There. So there's your face to my pumpkin. Now my father is going to cut the eyes of my pumpkin. Through. And while your adult's doing that, you could separate the seeds from the guts. So I'm going to do that real quick. There's one of my eyes, you guys. My pumpkin is coming to life. So, when separating the pumpkin seeds from the gut, you want to be sure not to have too much pumpkin gut on the seeds. Yeah. I got pretty much all the gut out of the seeds so far. That is why we. Okay. So, my pumpkin is now carved. And it is the best pumpkin ever. So, rinse your hands off when you're done separating the seeds from the gut. Then, hopefully you kept your top because that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, so when you're done carving out your pumpkin, you get a candle or a little flicky light. You put it in your pumpkin. Mine, I don't think is big enough. But then you let your pumpkin glow. Thank you for watching this video. If you really liked it, thank you. And I'll see you next time with an easy how-to.